Good morning, noble ones. Welcome back to this yoga practice. We're going to do a 10-minute morning yoga flow just to wake our body and get ready for the day. We're going to start standing on our mat. So if you're ready, let's begin. So we're going to start standing in mountain pose. So let's start at the top of our mat. Feet are about hip width apart. We're going to start this position building from the ground up. Make sure that our feet are fully engaged into the mat, all three corners of your foot, the base of the big toe, base of the little toe, and your heel. You can have a softness in your knees. This helps to engage your thighs a little bit. Bottom is gently squeezing in, lower belly is also hugging in. This is an active posture. Shoulders are away from our ears, palms are gently facing forward. Feeling long in the back of the neck, crown is lifted. And let's just close our eyes here. Start to bring your awareness to your breath. Noticing as you inhale and exhale. Feeling really grounded here in mountain pose, Tadasana. This is a strong and energizing pose, and it's perfect to start our morning practice with. Taking a few more breaths here, maybe setting your intention for today. Maybe you'd like to float through the day feeling quite relaxed and stress-free. Maybe there's a lot that you need to focus on and get done. Either way, you will notice the benefit from starting your day with some intentional movement. On your next inhale, reach your arms up overhead, palms together. Exhale, forward fold. Hands may come to your shins or they may be on the mat, but we're going to inhale flat back. Lower belly's hugging in. Exhale, forward fold. Softening your knees, allowing your belly to touch your thighs. We're going to push through the mat, bend through our knees as we inhale all the way up to stand. Palms together. Exhale, we're going to swan dive again, forward fold. And again, inhale, halfway lift, flat back, lower belly hugging in. Exhale, forward fold. Let's take our first sun salutation. Stepping back into plank. Maybe lowering your knees, chin and chest to the mat. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, pushing back to our first downward facing dog. So you might like to begin by generously bending your knees, even if that means bringing your heels off the mat. Fingers are spread wide, your shoulders are away from your ears, and you're actively pushing into the mat. Maybe starting to extend your legs a little bit, drawing your heels to the mat. It's okay if they don't quite touch. One more breath here. Inhale and exhale. Looking at the front of your mat, stepping between your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Pressing through the feet, rolling up through the spine. Inhaling all the way up to stand, palms together. Exhale, hands by your side. Let's go again. Inhale, reaching all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins. Exhale, hands to the mat, stepping back into your plank. You can continue with your knees down, or we could do full chaturanga. Exhale, lowering yourself almost to the mat. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, pushing back to your downward facing dog. Take a breath here in your downward facing dog. You can always come into child's pose if you need to take a moment and stay connected with your breath. In yoga, we never compromise the breath for our poses, the asanas. The breath always comes first. Inhale, reaching your right leg up. Exhale, bending your knee, drawing it into your chest through plank and stepping your foot between your hands. Inhale, rising up to a high lunge. Exhale, sinking into this posture. Chest is open, arms are extending up, fingers are energized. Exhale, lowering your back foot, keeping your front knee open, coming into warrior two. Shoulders are away from your ears. Fingers are spread out energetically, and we're gazing at our front middle finger. Extending your front leg, we're going to come down into triangle pose. Your right hand might come to your calf or all the way to the mat. Keep opening out your body. You may have your hand on your hip, left hand to left hip, to encourage yourself to open. And once you're open, you can then extend the arm up to the sky. Bending your front knee, coming back into warrior two. We're going to windmill our arms down to the mat. Coming back into plank, finding your flow, knees, chest, chin, or full chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog, shoulders away from your ears. Exhale, pushing back to your downward facing dog. 2 breaths here. Inhaling and exhaling fully. 1 more breath. And exhale. Inhale, reaching your left leg up this time, 3-legged dog. Bend your knee, hug your knee into your chest as you transition through plank. And then place your left foot between your hands. Inhale, coming up into our high crescent. Exhale, sinking through the hips, sending your right heel back. Opening up your chest. Inhale and exhale. Grounding through our right foot this time. Keeping our left knee open, coming into warrior two. Fingers are out wide, shoulders are relaxed, and drawing your shoulder blades into each other. Fingers are extended and energetic, and we're gazing at our front middle finger. 1 more breath here. Inhale, extending our front leg, coming into triangle, hinging from the waist. Remember, hand can be at the thigh or the shin, or it can reach down to the floor. We place our right hand onto our hip to help encourage us to open out before we extend up. Inhale and exhale here. And again, 1 more breath. Good. Well done. On your next inhale, bending through that front knee, transitioning back to warrior two, and we're going to windmill our hands down to the mat. Finding your flow, knees, chest, chin, or full chaturanga, inhaling to upward facing dog, exhaling to your downward facing dog. 2 breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Right, from here, we're going to come down to our knees. Let's open our knees out wide and just bring our arms forward and just stretching a little bit, maybe rocking side to side in our child's pose. Staying connected to your breath. Inhaling and exhaling fully. And slowly walk your way up to a seated position. Swinging onto your bottom, and we're going to extend our legs out in front of us. We'll start by coming into Dandasana. So your hands are by your hips, your feet are flexed, you're engaging your calves, your thighs, your arms, your lower belly's hugging in. You're sitting up tall, your neck is long, chin slightly tucked. This is an active seated posture. Everything should be working. 1 more breath. Inhale and exhale. Release. Reaching up now. We're going to exhale. Just bend your knees slightly and forward fold, belly to thighs. Take a breath here. You can hold onto your feet if you like. If you've got a bit more length in your calves, you can start to walk your heels out forward. Keeping your heart open though, Feeling a lovely stretch on the back of the legs. Again, if it's too much or if you're feeling it in your back, just bend your knees again. One more breath. And release. Okay, we are going to make our way down to our final relaxation pose. Legs are out in front. Feet about mat width apart. Arms can be relaxing away from your body. Just going to slow down here. Taking some intentional breaths. Noticing as you inhale and exhale, slowing everything down. Just check in with yourself. How does your body feel? Hopefully you can start to feel the benefits of the gentle movement that you've done this morning, waking up the body in preparation for whatever you have on today, knowing that you'll be able to handle whatever life throws at you. And in the end, everything will be okay. Taking a couple more energizing inhales and exhales through your nose. Just give our fingers and toes a wiggle. Reach our arms out long, pointing our toes, extending our fingers, and then let's bend our knees. Just give ourselves a lovely hug. Rocking side to side. Gently massaging our lower back. And slowly rolling over to our right side. And just take your time. Coming up to a comfortable seated position, keeping your eyes closed if you're able to. Let's sit up nice and tall. Hands by your hips. Inhale, reach your hands out and up, palms together. Exhale, drawing your hands through prayer to your heart center. Thanking ourselves for practicing today, nourishing our body with movement, and taking some time to be present and aware of our breath. Bringing your thumb knuckles to your third eye, gently bow your head. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope you can feel the benefits and feel as good as I do this morning. And I can't wait to practice with you in the next one. As always, take care.